What's up, guys? Come and sit down and shut the door. Do y'all know that Nick, Dusty, Noah's Ark trying to repopulate the world, Nick Cannon, is out here in these streets trying to defend Diddy? We're going to play the video because when you hear it, you won't be like, cancel it. I started thinking, is Nick Cannon the next one? Are we about to hear something about surviving Nick Cannon? Because, baby, I got tea on Nick Cannon, the weird rules and that seemingly cult-like family unit that he is running. Y'all, let's get into this mess because I am tired. I am tired. You know, they were up here in the video defending Diddy and saying, I don't know how to feel. You don't know how to feel about somebody that had the white fingernail gang. You don't know how to feel about someone that was playing trafficking ring around the rosy. You don't know how to feel for someone that literally was stomping and kicking another human in the you don't know? Somebody that was basically called, you don't know how to feel? Is that because the same thing is going on in your house, Nick Cannon? You don't know how to feel, y'all? Let's go to the audio, then meet me after the jump. And I'm going to tell you, because anytime there are grown men talking about, but I don't know how to feel because it's like a family member, you know, you hate them, but like, you know, you feel like what they did was wrong, but you still love them. No, sir. If I found out my family member had done that, no, like what I wouldn't be talking about. I still love them. Second of all, and this is the most important thing when it comes to Nick Cannon, you know, those fool had to be, and he's contributed so much to the community. And I was like, what has Puffy actually contributed to the community outside of tax write-offs, right? Because he's a billionaire. You know, billionaires can build. What has he actually done outside of Free Pomomo? And they were like, literally, that would make whatever happened with Cassie pale in comparison. Y'all, they said he gave us 30 years of earth-shattering music. Listen to this video. Then meet me after the jump. But we're going to talk about why people are saying Nick Cannon is the next one to get exposed because of the weird setup he has with his baby's moms. Because y'all can say what y'all want. I feel like being like, blink 2 times if you're scared, cough 1 time if you want to call me you want me to call the popo, and clear your throat if you want me to meet you down the street with the car with the motor running and you just roll on in. Y'all, let's get into this. Okay, let me set you guys up for the video. This was on the Angela Yee show. Shout out to the Angela Yee. Everybody said that her leaving the Breakfast Club was the dumbest thing ever, baby. Mama got out before the feds rolled in. Angela Yee, you know who should actually really tell some stories? Angela Yee, because I'm not saying anything happened to her because she kind of always seems like she's super, super low key. I don't think she's ever dated anybody too famous. I don't pay attention to her love life, so I might be wrong. But all jokes aside, when it comes to Angela Yee, she knows everybody in the business. She knows all the guys. She knows all the girls. She knows all the stories. That's who I want to see write a tell-all book about hip-hop, Angela Yee. Because, baby, she is the Lexus. She is the Nexus. She is the wheelbarrow. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, sound up. Here we go.
For Cassie.
Hold on.
Nice comment for Cassie.
Yeah.
With everything that's been happening with Diddy.
I think it's just, man, and as we all sit here, we've been in this game for a long time, and there's a lot of things that we probably don't know the details on, but we all on the outside looking in, and like when you start to hear stuff, you don't know how to feel because like you know these people or you've seen it, and I'm like, damn, is that what was going on, or like, and we just like the audience, we sitting back, you know, praying and hoping for the best. But then at the same time, when you know individuals, it's like a family member. When you hear something happen, like, damn, I don't agree with the behavior, but I care for the person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know, when you think about Diddy, like, think about all that Diddy has done for the culture.
Indeed.
Just not him as the person, or because
30 years of timeless music and moments.
Like what do and because we've witnessed this, whether it's with R. Kelly to Bill Cosby and stuff, like what do we, as we watch it, we're watching it in real time, and we don't know how to feel because one, we don't know the truth. You know what I mean? We don't know what, and
we don't know everything.
We don't know everything. When it's revealed, it'll be revealed, and then when we are presented whatever the actual truth is, it's like, all right, well, how do we feel about what we've signed on for to be a part of that person's movement?
Right.
You know,
but
we was all bad boy for life. We ain't go.
Okay. You don't know how to feel. You don't know how to feel. It sounds like you feeling scared, but you don't know how to say that. Didn't sound like he wanted to be like, I mean, we all done things. The fact that he was like, he's given so much to the community, not as a person, okay? And then the dummy in the background, 30 years of timeless hip hop music. And I said, God, men are so embarrassing sometimes. This boy, and Nick is literally trying to tap dance to the shucking and jiving, doing the thing. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, Nick is a weirdo. At the end of the day, I do believe some of the things that Diddy, the mind games, the control, the narcissistic stuff, I believe Nick does the same thing, but because he is hiding under, I'm a good father, even though I literally am running a cult, I'm a good father. So, and everybody let him pass. And let me be fair, if you go back to some of my old videos, right? I've been wrong. I literally was like, listen, if Nick Cannon wants to have 1 million babies with women, let him go repopulate the world. Don't he got sickle cell or something, lupus or something? I don't mean to make light of those. I'm just saying, doesn't he have like some disease that he will not be here, or his life expectancy could be much shorter, right? So maybe in my head, I'm like, maybe he wants to like leave his mark in the world, or if he got enough money and if he's loving everybody, the same, who am I to judge an unconventional family? Now, there were so many people being like, girl, what you talking about? And I was like, yeah, every time you defend someone on that mess, they will always embarrass you, because then I got a clear glimpse into what was going on in Nick Cannon's life. And Nick Cannon, I'm not saying he is going to be the next contestant on Baby You Getting Aired Out on Me Too and Your Career is Getting Destroyed. But I am saying that if he is the next contestant on Baby You Getting Aired Out and Your Life is Getting Destroyed, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised, y'all. Let's get into Nick, because when I thought that Nick was just a good guy that had like weird things going on in his life, things hit a little differently. But let me tell you what this man who is defending Diddy, what he has going on in his life. Shall we? Do you know that I thought literally Nick Cannon just wanted children? These girls are like, all right, you look like you got good genes, a couple of dollars. I don't care about being a single mom. Like, you'll help me with the baby. I can go date, blah, blah. No, that wasn't it. Nick demands that he can date whoever he wants. Whoever he wants. But they better not be dating nobody at all. And if they date him, anybody, he will cut them off financially. Now, you might be like, well, that mofo is like, he got long money. Maybe he's getting a lot. He's giving them a lot of money. He is not giving them a lot of money. Not all of them. Do you know how they get money out of this boy? Again, it's giving narcissists. I got real stuff, but let me just set you up. He literally makes them say, Nick, I need money for this. And then he decides if he's going to give it to him. The only girl that was like, I ain't with this mess, is the girl that's from Panama, right? That has his daughter. And she took him to court and got $40,000 a month in child support. And no, she don't have to text him every time she needs Pampers. She don't have to ask him for. This man makes them ask him for money for everything. Like he is their father. On top of that, if they see anybody outside of him and don't leave themselves open and available to him for all times, he will fire them and they'll be out the coven. On top of that, right? And before y'all be like, but those girls wanted stupid. It is 2023. You do not get to mistreat somebody just because they are dumb, just because they are stupid, just because they don't do dumb things. You do not get to mistreat somebody anymore. I'm sick of this mentality. Well, they let me. Okay, but the question is, why are you doing it? You can't do that. On top of that, do you know how he decides what children get attention and who gets attention? By which woman. He decides every night. He doesn't say in his harem, okay, I'll be at your house on Monday, your house on Wednesday. No. Every day is the Hunger Games. Every day, the woman that is nicest to him, the sweetest to him, talks best to him, that's the woman's house that he chooses to go home to at night and spend time with those kids. Oh, don't forget the kids. You know they're not allowed to talk to each other, right? You know that they all go to the same school, but none of them are allowed to talk to each other or be friends with each other because Nick says so. Tell me that mofo ain't running a cult. It sounds like a cult to me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Does it not sound like Nick doesn't know how to feel? Because, baby, you might be feeling like you did some stuff that people can hold you accountable to. You bought up Diddy. You bought up Bill Cosby. You bought up 30 years of music as a reason you don't know how to feel about someone literally A-town stomping on people's faces and forcing them into blank slavery. Anyway, here's the weirdo. This is 8 rules that Nick Cannon allegedly makes the mothers of his 12 kids follow. Nick actually, he was bragging about these rules. Okay. Cannon shares twins, Monroe and Moroccan, with Mariah Carey. Thank God Mariah Carey got out of that. Gold Saigon and Powerful Queen with Brittany Bell. Daughter Onyx Ice Cold with Lanisha Cole. I think Lanisha is the one that got her money, got herself a nice looking man. And she's like, I'll see you, Nick, right? Twins Zion and Zillion, and daughter Beautiful Zeppelin with Abby De La Rosa. Daughter Halo Marie with Alyssa Scott, who also gave birth to their son, Zen, who tragically passed away in 2001. And son Legendary Love with Bree Chessie. Remember when Alyssa Scott aired Nick out for using his son's death as ratings for his show? And then before they were even done mourning his son, he got another girl pregnant. Nick ain't ish. Get this. Here's the rules Nick Cannon's children's moms allegedly follow. 1, they must all get along with him. When asked in a May 2022 interview about whether his children's moms get along with one another, Nick replied, they don't have to, but added that they do have to get along with him. So again, to me, that's sick because you are fostering competitiveness. Whoever pleases you the most, doesn't fuss the most, shows that she's down for everything. All the women he's with are working full-time jobs. This man is a millionaire. Okay, whatever, right? But he wants them not to be close, and everybody just focus on him. Oh, there's more. They have to be respectful to one another. He doesn't force friendships between the mothers. You won't see the women trashing each other either. In March, Bree Chessie revealed that the mothers keep things civil and don't have drama with one another. He said, I feel like everybody is focused on their own family and their own situation. And we're all very supportive and just respect that. Like, that's your family. This is ours. And if you need anything, we're here. Mind you, the kids are not allowed to play together. So again, don't expect commitment. If there's one thing Nick Cannon exes and the rest of the world know, is that monogamy is not his thing. Oh, it's not his thing, but it better be their thing. Though he is once married to Mariah, he made it clear that settling down is no longer a priority. He said he doesn't believe monogamy is healthy. He said, we choose to be monogamous because we value this so much. We don't want anyone to be a part of this energy we have. And I don't feel like that's healthy. I don't think monogamy is healthy. I feel like that gets into a space of selfishness and ownership. But again, the girls are not allowed to see anybody else. So it's only selfishness and ownership when it's you. I'm telling you, there's something off with Nick Cannon. Just because dummies consent to be tortured, don't mean you got the right to torture them. They're not allowed to talk bad about him in the press. They said, They said, he said, I hear him on the phone with his kids. I hear stories. I hear stuff about the kids. This is Bree Chessie saying this. You hear stuff about the kids because you don't meet the kids. So all you know is Nick is talking to his other family. And I know him very well. I've been able to watch him parent and see his patience and his insight and how he explains everything. He's just a very nurturing, loving human. So she's his bottom B. They must be supportive. Zen's mom, Melissa, they must be supportive to him. Was the strongest woman I've ever seen. Never had an argument. Never was angry. Was emotional when she needed to be, but always the best mom and continues to be the best mom. This is supposed to be a compliment. Do this not sound like some cult stuff? Like, I just think something's going on with those girls. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I'll mind my business, but I do think something's going on. Zen's mom, Alyssa, was the strongest woman. This is the one that lost their son. And he's talking about how she dealt with the death of their child. She was the strongest woman I've ever seen. Never had an argument, never was angry, was emotional when she needed to be, but always the best mom and continues to be the best mom. They must work around his schedule in order to cover those hefty child support checks. He only has one child support check. He's not paying child support for anyone else. Nick is a pretty busy man. The Masked Singer host says that he has a strict arrangement in place to make sure he'll still be active in his kids' lives. Contrary to popular belief, I'm probably engaged throughout my children's day more often than the average adult can be. You mean to tell us that you got, 12 kids and you're engaged in all their lives more than the average adult can be? Okay. If I'm not physically in the same city with my kids, because they don't all I'm talking to them before they go to school via FaceTime and stuff. How can you talk to 12 kids via FaceTime at the same time? Even WhatsApp group chat don't allow that many people on. And even then, how are you going to do it? But you start the call at 3:30 a.m.? He continued, and when I am in the same city, I'm driving my kids to school. I'm making sure I pick them all up. All those things, making sure I'm there for all extracurricular activities. Nick, stop it. That's impossible. The fact that people believe this. I'm involved in everything from coaching to having guitar lessons with my daughter every week. Coaching and having guitar lessons with my daughter. That must be Bree Tessie since she's the bottom B. But also, he drives them separately. He gets drivers to pick them up. Now, y'all can say, well, it don't matter. I had to walk home. But there is something about what is going on and what those kids are seeing. He also said, oh, my God, listen. They must stay positive. This is sick. While it may seem like time management is of the utmost importance when raising 12 children, it's energy management that plays the biggest role. Once we're aligned, the flow is a lot easier. If there's a kind of low frequencies or dissensions in there, that's what messes up the scheduling. As long as we're all on the same page and we all got the same goal, which apparently is to always smile, be a Stepford wife, and please Nikki, right? To be the best parents we could possibly be, that works. And then the scheduling is the scheduling. Y'all, Nick Cannon, first of all, this was a PR piece, because if you actually read the stuff he said on interviews, it is pure disgusting and pure horrible. What do y'all think? I think Nick sounded scared. I think Nick wanted to say, we've all done this. The fact that you don't know how to feel because Puffy's given us 30 years, and then you bring in Bill Cosby, y'all, I think Nick Cannon is the next up on The Price is Right. But then again, he is keeping his cult in check. So maybe not. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.